Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nautica Love, and we're back with another video. As always, before we get into the video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you would like. Also, follow me on all my social media. That's Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. It will be linked in the description below. And let's get into the video.
Give you all my love.
Okay, y'all, so today's story time is going to be about how when I worked at Burlington, I had this real weird ass supervisor who was pressed about a nigga that didn't want her, that wanted everybody else but her, especially me. Okay, so I started working at Burlington when I was like fresh out of high school, maybe like 18 years old or whatever. And I had worked at the one in North Randall. So when I had first got hired there, my cousin had worked there, so she had ended up getting me in. So, you know, when you first get a job, like when I get there, like this dude named, what should I name him? Charlie. So this dude, Charlie, was given, like, you know how like when you work at a job, they do like a tour. So, Charlie had gave me like a tour or whatever, but he was like low-key flirting. But it wasn't nothing like, you know, major or whatever. So once I started working there officially, I realized it was a lot of girls that worked there. Like, a lot of us worked there. Fucking thirst bucket. What should I name her? Let's name her Tanya. It's close to her name. So Tanya, I guess her and Charlie, I guess Tanya and Charlie had like a little thing for each other or whatever, or they used to fuck around, but nobody really knew. It just came off as her being pressed because he really wouldn't pay her no mind or whatever. So we had, so yeah, after me working there for like a little minute, you know, me and her like had like our tips, like we was cool, then we was not cool, we was cool, then we was not cool or whatever. So when she found out that Charlie wanted to talk to me or whatever, I had gave Charlie my number. And like we was texting or whatever, and then like we had ended up kicking it a few times outside of work. I mean, like going on dates, chilling, him being really nice and giving out good favors. And yeah, so we just was cool or whatever. And like, but at work we never made it like a thing to like make it like broadcast that like we was cool, like we was fucking around, because we wasn't really, it wasn't nothing like that. Like, I mean, we was cool, but he wasn't my nigga, I wasn't his bitch, but we was like cool, like we just talked. But like if we see each other talking to another nigga or another bitch at work, we wasn't in our feelings about it. But long story short, she ended up finding out that me and him was talking. I don't know if she saw like me like texting him or saw my number in his phone or whatever. So she started acting funny, like since she was the supervisor, like she started like being petty, trying to make me do more work than everybody else, and just being weird, like basically abusing her power, but all behind some nigga. Then she got real weird with it, because then like, you know, after we started talking for so long, he really was on my body, like especially at work. Now he feeling like, well, you mine, and it really wasn't that on my end. But yeah, so at work, like we'd do like little subliminal shit at work. Like if we in a break room, like he'll like brush up on me, or like we'd be like walking, like I'll go put some stuff back and he'll like walk with me. He had worked in like the baby department at first, so like just like little shit, like we'll do like little stuff, like only if you was right next to us you would know like we was flirting, but it was nothing major. I kept trying to figure out like how this bitch always know when we was together, because like if we was together in like the shoe department, she'd just call me over the speaker to come to the front, or like just doing weird shit. So I like, we was like, well, how the fuck she already know? Come to find out, this bitch is always in the camera room watching him. She not really watching me in particular, because I'm not the issue. She watching her nigga, watching him to see who he talking to and all that, watching him on cameras. So every time she'll see us like engaging, she'll like call me over the speaker, or she'll call him over the speaker, or it was just giving press. Like, bitch, you're weird. You're really weird. I actually ended up starting liking him or whatever. So we had ended up, I want to say we was dating, but we wasn't like official, like exclusive, because that's the term. That's the real term. So we wasn't exclusive to each other, but it kind of felt like that or whatever. But you definitely can't fuck with no bitch at work. Hello? But I didn't like, but at the same time, I didn't care that he was talking to her, because it was like, she not me. If I'm being honest, like, He don't even want to claim you at work, love. He don't even want to show no type of affection, no type of emotion, no type of nothing towards you at work, love. And then I had ended up asking him about her because she started being real corny, like behind this nigga. So I just was like, is this your girl? Because if this your girl, I'll fall back. But like, why he like, no, I don't even fuck with her like that. Da, da, da. I just do this. I just get this from her and da da da. So this whole time, this bitch giving him money and shit, and he's spending the money on me. We're going on dates, but before I didn't find out all of this until after we already been out and kicking it and stuff. But like, since she started being petty and shit, it was just like, fuck her, bitch. She would just be in the office like looking at us on the camera and then like just nitpicking at me, like just like fake trying to be on some bully shit. Like, girl, you're weird. Mind you, this girl got a whole baby. Like, she had a baby. Baby daddy would come up to the job like she was whole in a relationship. He picking her up from work every day. Like, you're in a whole nother relationship, but you weren't about him. You weren't about Charlie, but you already got a nigga. So you want two niggas. After that or whatever, Charlie had ended up stopped working at Burlington or whatever. Like a couple of months later, mind you, me and him was talking, but it was kind of like an on and off situation. But like when we would talk on, it'd be like for quite a long time. Burlington that I was working at was getting closed down, so all the employees was getting transferred to all different Burlingtons around the Cleveland area. So when the Burlington was getting shut down, in order for us to still make money, we like after we sold all the stuff out the store, we had to come like clean up. He had stopped working there. So one day, I guess she had came to work still on weird shit. This bitch really in her feelings behind this nigga, and it's not that deep, love. He not even. Anyways, so yeah, my friends that was working there, whatever, too, she had come like, yeah, Charlie just dropped Tanya off. Why are you dropping this bitch off? So after I had got off work, I had called him like, so I'm playing it cool. What you do today? Oh, okay, so you saw Tanya today? No. I'm like, that's funny because so-and-so said that they had saw you drop her off. They had saw you drop her off at work today. Oh, no, I had just gave her a ride because she had asked for a ride. So why did you lie and say you didn't see her? Why did you lie? I'm like, if you fucking this bitch, just say that. No, I don't even fuck with her like that. She got a man. She got a nigga, man. It ain't even like that. It ain't even like that. Like, I want you. Like, but why are you bringing her to work and you already know she got animosity towards me just off the strength of thinking that we fuck around, thinking that we cool, just because she be stalking, watching you on the camera? I just don't like, to me, it was like, it wasn't even really about her, but don't put me in a predicament where I'm beefing with a bitch behind you and I don't even know the inner workings of y'all relationship because you lying about it. And y'all already know niggas gonna lie. You lying about it. Then when we at work, before you stop working there, when we was at work, you curving the hoe. You not giving her no time of day. So to me, it's looking like you don't really fuck with her. That's how it's looking to me, like you don't really fuck with her. But you just putting on a front for me at work because at the end of the day, you're fucking with her. So then that had happened. So one day, I had went over I had went to my friend's house and I think I had got like I got a flat or like my battery died or some shit. And I had called him, and I think I was waiting on AAA or something. So when he came, like I'm just chilling in the car because it was like late. So he pulled up on me and was waiting on AAA with me. So I'm chilling in his car, and we just talking or whatever. And his phone just keep ringing, and I'm like, who calling you? It's Tanya. Why is she calling? And it's late as fuck. I want to say maybe like midnight. 1 in the morning. So it was late. And I'm like, why is she calling you? Like, and then I'm like, and it's late as fuck. What do she want? I'm like, don't she got a nigga? I'm like, answer the phone. Answer the phone. Oh no, I don't know why she calling me. Like, it's not even like that. I see what you're saying. It is late. That answer the phone. No, I ain't even gonna answer it because I don't even know what she on. Like, I ain't even about to answer it because I don't even know what she on. Like, why? I don't even know why she calling me this late. We don't even talk like that. Clearly, that's your bitch. And you trying to fake for me. When at the end of the day, I'm not your bitch. But I'm moving like I'm moving like it because I'm trying to check you. But it really wasn't even about you. Like I said, it wasn't even about you messing with another girl. It was just the fact that you're messing with a girl that we consider you as well. She's a supervisor here at my job. And clearly you don't give a fuck because you putting it down on her. I guess. You putting it down on her. And she loving it so much. But I'm just not understanding why she calling your phone in the middle of the night, but you claim you don't fuck with her. So then that happened. That passed. Like now they done transferred me to another Burlington or whatever, and they transferred her to another Burlington now. But she's still pressed about me. Even though we not seeing each other no more, we not in each other's same space no more. I barely think about you. It's never given that. But you're still talking about me. Once we went to our separate Burlingtons, it was like they call it LP, loss prevention. It was a dude in loss prevention. He would rotate, and another security dude. They would rotate from different Burlingtons. So the dude in LP, his name was, let me think of a name for him, Mark. Mark was going from, Burlington to Burlington, like in different locations throughout the city. And Mark liked me too. And I think, yeah, I gave Mark my number too. And we maybe kicked it like a few times, but it wasn't nothing like that. Yeah. But yeah, so Mark had went to her location. And then when he came back to mine, he all telling me that she talking all this shit. Line talking about I fuck with this nigga and that nigga. And then she telling Charlie that I fuck with Mike.
I meant to say Mark, not Mike, but I just made that name up on the spot, so I forgot. But yeah, she was trying to convince Charlie to not mess with me no more because I mess with all these dudes. Whole time, I don't even talk to Charlie no more, and I definitely don't mess with Mark like that. And she don't even know no other nigga I ever mess with. She was just hating, still thinking that I still talk to Charlie, and I don't. Delusional and obsessed.
And it's just like, girl, why are you so bothered by me? Leave me alone. You're pressed and it's weird. Got in her feeling so deeply. Mind you, this is months, like months after the whole Charlie situation and us working together and all that. Again, we're in two different locations. I'm far as fuck away from this girl. And she's still pressed about me. And you're sending messages through loss prevention. You sending messages through Mike for what?
I don't know why I keep calling this boy Mike, but I meant to say Mark. So every time I say Mike, I'm talking about Mark, who is the loss prevention dude. So yeah.
I don't even think about you. And he just keep coming back and telling me. Then he like, yeah, she said she gonna come up here and she gonna slap you in your face. She gonna slap who? I'm sorry. I took 2 bars off just to laugh. Hold on. Let me gather myself. She gonna slap who? I'm like, I would love for her to come up here and slap me. Cause now it's not even about the nigga no more. Now you trying to disrespect me, bitch. So if you come into this store and even come into my personal space, we're gonna have a motherfucking problem. Since you sending threats. You come near me, I'm in defense mode. So you're not gonna slap a motherfucking thing. What are you talking about? And slap me for what? Because your nigga wasn't claiming you? Like, what are we talking about here? I wish a bitch would come in this bitch and slap me. Slap who? Huh. Fuck is you talking about? Like, so when he told me that, I laughed. Like, I would love for her to come up here and slap me. But to me, now that I'm saying this story, like, it's giving bitch assness. Because why are you going back and forth reporting what who say what? Like, niggas be so thirsty to try to see a fake cat fight. Like, girl. I mean, boy. But it's giving girl. That hoe never came. And I knew she wasn't going to come. So then, I want to say maybe months later, maybe over a year of us working together, I had ended up, I'm not even working at Burlington no more. Like, I only worked at that Burlington once they transferred me, maybe 2 months. And I'm going to tell y'all a story about how I quit there. Because, yeah. But yeah, so I'm not even working at Burlington no more, but I had ended up going into the Burlington she worked at, the same one that before we got transferred, me and my friend worked together. I had like a couple of friends there, like that I'm still friends with to this day. My friend had ended up going to the one that Tanya worked at, and I had ended up going up there. I didn't even know what exact location that Tanya worked at. I just knew she worked at another one. So I didn't even know which one she worked at, what time she worked. I didn't know none of that. So I had went to the Burlington that my friend was working at. Whole time Tanya worked there too. And I went up there to see my friend. Whole time my friend not even at work that day. So I'm like, fuck it. Well, let me just look around and see what they got. So I'm looking around. I'm in like the linens department looking at the home stuff. Da, da, da. So again, this bitch be on some weird shit. Somehow she spot me from a mile away. And she fake, now she got a sidekick, I guess, that work at Burlington with her. So they fake following me around the store. I'm on the phone. I don't even know who I was. I think I called my friend because I was trying to look for her. And I'm just like, this hoe following me. My whole time, the girl, she not really like directly behind me, but like right here. Say I'm right here. She like looking at something on a rack or a stand. She like 3 racks behind me, like right here. Just standing there with her friend whispering. Mind you, this lady, like this girl, Tanya is not my age. Because I was like 18, 19. Tanya was like 28, 29. Damn, almost 30. Because Charlie was only like 26. He wasn't that old, but she was older than him. And definitely older than me. They both was older than me. So mind you, this is an older bitch. And she whispering to some hoe about fake following me. I don't know. I can't even hear what she's saying, but you know, she doing like this. So, and I'm just laughing like, so I'm on the phone with my friend like, why this hoe following me? Like, what's this hoe so obsessed with me? You're really mad about this nigga? It's this deep? But you want to know what that hoe didn't do? You want to know what she didn't do? Slap me. You want to know what she didn't do? Address me. You want to know what she didn't do? Confront me. You want to know what she didn't do? Get in my motherfucking space. Yeah, you better sit a couple of rows behind me, bitch, with your little friend and whisper. Because you ain't going to say shit, ain't going to do shit. It ain't giving that. And it never was giving that. But you acted tough to another nigga thinking like, I don't know what she thought. But you tried to act tough to another nigga having him relay messages when you wasn't going to ever do shit. You was never going to show up. You don't even have a vehicle to make it here. What are we talking about? You about to have your baby daddy come bring you all the way across town to fake slap me all because I was talking to a nigga that you liked or that you fucked with or what? I don't know what y'all had going on. But what I do know is that he ain't claimed the shit. That's what I do know. What I do know is you were giving this nigga money. I never gave that nigga a dime. That nigga couldn't get a penny out of me. So I would be mad too if I'm dishing out money to a nigga and he going to blow it on another bitch. I would be mad too, but it wouldn't be me to begin with. So maybe that's why she really was mad. Maybe cause like, I want to say, cause we all was cool with like kind of mutual people. But like my friends didn't fuck with her. But I do want to say she did find out like he was taking me on dates and shit. And I think that's what kind of really triggered her over the edge. Like, how dare you take this hoe on dates? You ain't never taken me on a date. And I think she said that to him before, but I don't want to lie because I can't say for sure. But I feel like she said that to him before, like, oh, you taking her on dates, but you borrowing money for me. So I can understand why a bitch would be mad, but why you mad at me? You should be mad at that nigga. You should be threatening to come to that nigga job and slap that nigga in the motherfucking face. What you gonna slap me for? Well, you not gonna slap me, but let's entertain it as a joke. what would be the reason for doing it? And what is that gonna change? If I let's just say you came in this bitch and slapped me. I can still call Charlie and have Charlie take me out. You know that, right? You know that, right? But I just want to know, like, what was you so mad about? Like, what? I still to this day don't even understand what exactly happened. I mean, like, I want to say years later when he had reached out to me again, he ended up telling me, like, he did fuck her a few times, but that was it. But my thing is, she was just more mad at me than him. Because if he lying to me, telling me that he don't fuck with you, how many other bitches you think he lying to? Cause he tried to talk to damn near every bitch in the fucking store. I just gave him a little time of day because shit. Why not? Something to do when it was nothing to do. Why not? I mean, but it wasn't like I was like in love or obsessed, stalking. The bitch was weird. And she kept trying to get him to cut me off. Like, girl, he don't want you. What's not clicking? He don't want you. And you have a whole nigga that you stay with. Like, make it make sense. But yeah, I'ma just wrap this story here. I just didn't understand why a hoe was so pressed about a nigga that didn't want her. And a nigga that ain't even all that, ain't even a little bit of that. Ain't even that at all. Like, so I love. And I mean, she wasn't a bad looking girl. She just wasn't me. I mean, and she was too pressed. You be thirsty for a nigga, that's a turn off. I can't speak for a nigga, but I know I got brothers and shit. Like, that is a turn off. A bitch being pressed and thirsty and acting like she ain't never had dick before, that's a turn off. And that's a nigga that, and a nigga know he can play with you now. Because you acting pressed like you never had shit before. Like you ain't never had a nigga before. And he wasn't, I don't even want to talk down on him. It just wasn't giving that. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this story here. This was just about the time supervisor at the time was mad because one of the associates, which she shouldn't even been fucking with him because he was beneath her. But anyways, yeah, she got in her feelings because I started talking to a nigga, Charlie, and I guess she wanted Charlie, and I guess she was fucking with Charlie, and nobody really knew, and she felt the way about it for years. I think if I saw that hoe today, she'd still be mad. And actually, when I was working at Home Depot, because I ended up working at Home Depot after Burlington, but I worked at the Home Depot in the same city as the Burlington she worked at. She had came into Home Depot. I was working at the service desk or whatever, and she was like just giving me the, the stank look, give me up and down, in her feelings still. And this was years later. Girl, you really this mad about this nigga? I just don't get it. Bitches be mad for eternity behind a nigga. It's not that deep, love. I don't even talk to this nigga no more. By this time at Home Depot, I wasn't even talking to that nigga no more. He didn't have my number. I mean, he would try to reach out every now and again on Facebook, but I wasn't talking to him. So I just didn't like, you really mad about this nigga? And then she was at Home Depot with her baby daddy. So what are you mad about? If you want the nigga, go get him. Because I'm not talking to him. I know when I'm in the picture, it's hard for you to get the nigga how you want him. But I ain't even fucking with him like that. So go talk to the nigga. You can have him. I don't want him. I'm not interested. Been there, done that. I'm moving on. But the girl was weird. Like, she was pressed. And it was weird as fuck. Like, you're mad years later, like, about this nigga. And I'm sure some other shit that happened, like, within the time frame of me talking to him and all that. But I just really can't really remember clearly exactly each little tiny detail because that's how minute it was in my life. Like, it wasn't that deep to me to have all this animosity, like. But a hoe tried to play with me talking about she was gonna slap me when she saw me. Bitch, you would never. I would never fuck with you, bitch. But I ain't got no animosity. I'm not mad and angry behind no nigga. And that's essentially what you mad about. And you more mad at me than the nigga. But that's how it go. That's how it be. But yeah, let me just wrap this story here. The bitch was mad because about a nigga that really wasn't even all that. He was a cool dude. And he, like, we had good vibes. We laughed and kicked it, but she definitely couldn't been stigmatized. Let me just say that. But anyways, let me just wrap the story here because I'm getting off the tangent. Okay? Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you would like. Also, follow me on all my social media. That's Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And we're out. Bye.